Hello, friends. This is my introduction to the new platform that I'm starting, a YouTube channel under the name of Thoughtshots. If you wonder how the name came about, it's very simple. There are two things I love to do: sit and think, come up with crazy thoughts, and after that, have my shots. That's how Thoughtshots has come about. Uh, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but a lot of reasons, some personal, some just sheer procrastination, has prevented me from doing so. But today I'm giving you the introduction, and tomorrow I shall launch with my first talk. I want to share a small presentation with you, which I will normally do. And I'd like to start sharing that presentation right now. So, as you can see, I've called it the 10-minute thought shots. The idea is that each of the talks would not be more than 10 minutes as far as possible. Yes, today's introduction could be a little longer, but that's because I'm introducing something and I don't want to really compromise on what I want to tell you about this. So the content is all created by me and presented by me, as you can see. And the idea is to develop the mind one shot at a time. Okay. What is the purpose, vision, and mission of this whole platform? The purpose is to share knowledge that I have gained over the years and help develop a better mindset and general knowledge as individuals, personal life, as leaders, as employees, and as team members. No matter what you're doing, there is always something that one can learn and carry on with. To meet the growing need of trained and skilled professionals who are also conversant with the street requirements in developing successful teams and companies. What we lack is not knowledge. Indians have plenty of it. But what we lack is the street smartness that is required to get to that really successful level. And this is what some of the things that we discuss in these talks will be about. To harness the creative energy of all of us and foster a commitment to professionalism, quality, and excellence to meet the rising demand for skilled manpower as India develops into the undisputed world leader for manufacturing. This is one of the goals for which Shri Narendra Modi ji had launched the Make in India, which is doing brilliantly right now. And we are going to need more and more manpower who is committed to making this project highly successful. To develop the right attitude, because I firmly believe that it is not one's aptitude, but one's attitude that determines that person's altitude. So aptitude alone is not enough to get you to the top. If that were the case, all the toppers in school would have been big shots. But I'm sure you realize or you know that that's not the case. The case is that people with the right attitude, along with the aptitude, are the ones who reach the highest altitudes. So we're going to be looking to reach the highest altitudes. The whole platform is going to be a multi-topic content. Some of the topics I intend to address through these talks is artificial intelligence, is branding, conducting and participating in meetings, career development, entrepreneurship and startups, family businesses, personal growth, human resource activities and development for individuals and teams. I found that a lot of meetings, even huge corporates, have got human resource not really pinned down correctly. Human resource is not about creating payrolls and managing the leave status and various things as the employee. Human resource is about making sure that individuals and teams that are working within the organization are constantly developed, are constantly updated on the knowledge of the area in which they are, along with personal skills and how to deal with teams, interpersonal skills. So we're going to look at human resource activities also and innovation. Anybody who knows me knows that this is one of my favorite topics. I have always believed that if one does not innovate, that person is going to perish. Okay. If any organization does not innovate, its life cycle is restricted. And we all need to make sure that we are innovating constantly. It's as necessary as breathing, because every time you innovate, you're putting a new life into yourself or your organization. Update your knowledge. This is something that is very critical. And of course, while HR will play a role in that, even personally, you need to make sure that you're updating your knowledge, not only about your career and your job, but even in general. You need to know what is happening in the world. What are the new things that are coming up? And therefore, that knowledge updation, making sure that you know what are the new things that are happening is very critical. Leadership. I believe that we have a shortage of the good amount of leaders that we are going to need in the future. And whether you are an aspiring leader, an aspiring C-suite member, or an existing C-suite member, whether you're a CEO, CFO, CTO, CIO, anything, CRO, which is the current trend of having a current revenue officer, is you need to keep updated and stay there. Leadership talks are going to tell you about how to get there, how to stay there, and how best to perform as a leader. What are your essential qualities? What are the things that you should be looking for? How do you make the organization grow? How do you make your teams grow? All this is very critical in any organization, and we are going to be looking at a lot of that. Marketing and sales. As I've always said, we need to stop selling and we need to start marketing. A company that has no serious marketing cannot sustain itself for a long time. And without marketing, the only way you are going to get into the market and move your product is by fighting on the price points, which is certainly not what one would like to do. Finally, there is a bottom that you will hit, and it's not going to help your business anymore. Online businesses. This is something that has become critical in today's world. Everybody just wants to sit at home and buy things. And you need to start an online business knowing fully well what you're going to do. As a part of this, we are also going to look at the changes that are constantly happening in the online business. We will look at how to develop the websites, how to manage the websites, what are the kind of conditions that you should set, and various other aspects of an online business. Product development. This is something that has been catching my eye, especially for the last couple of years. I have increasingly noticed that when we come up with a new raw material, we just use it as a replacement without making any serious changes which can be brought about in our product due to the new properties of the material. A case in point is from the industry that I come in, lab-grown diamonds. They are real diamonds in every sense. And I would not be surprised if today 95% of the lab-grown diamonds that are used for jewelry are actually just replacements for natural diamonds in the existing product that has been there for ages. A new product, lab-grown diamonds, has all the qualities of a diamond, but is not as dear, as expensive as a natural diamond. Now, with this kind of a change, does it have to be just jewelry that we look at? Does it have to be the same kind of designs? With the investments for the buyer, for the user going down, is it not possible that we can target really fashionable, quick moving, quick changing product that the user will keep loving to use and buy all the time? It's not going to be that expensive. It's not going to be so dear in the pocket that it becomes a once in a lifetime buy. And you can go beyond the jewelry, lifestyle product. There are so many things that can be done to use the lab grown diamonds in a more effective way. Retailing. I think retailing in India needs a big boost. While there is continuous and constant improvement, there is lots more that can be done. We will look at various aspects of retailing, right from the product mix to how to display your product, how to position your product, and how to give after sales service, which is very, very, very important. Strategy and transformation. As a consultant over the last 10 years, 12 years, I have seen that most companies do not have a serious strategy in place, at least not a well thought of strategy where your core competencies are available and are developable. You may not have them today, but you should be in a position to develop them. And then you need to start moving in that direction. So strategy is something that is not just planning for, say, the year 2024. No, that's not strategy. That's a plan for 2024. Strategy is something that is going to be, what is your company or you going to do in the long term? What do you hope to achieve 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 years down the line? And that is what strategy is. And to achieve your strategy, there may be a lot of times when you need to transform. Where you might even need to transform for reasons other than your strategy. The changing global market, the changing raw material scenery, the changing demand of the consumer, the changing expectations of the consumer. So that transformation is also something that is consistently required and needs to be done. And you need to be quick to react to it. This is something that we will be looking at. Teams. I've found very often that teams are not working cohesively in large companies also. And we will talk a lot about teams, how team managers should handle their teams so that they are ending up with great product, with great performance that is only envied by all. And we need to have a vision, individually, as a team, as a company. And we will talk of how to develop a vision and then on how to implement it. These are some of the things that we will be talking of during these talks. Some thoughts for the future. Preparing for the future is not just about learning hard, shall I say, technical skills. What one needs to grow is future vision and innovation. As I said, if you don't innovate, you will perish. And therefore, what we need to invest in is attitude building and tangent to the box thinking. Innovation doesn't mean that you throw the box away and think of something that is radically different. No, you make small innovations, small changes persistently, continuously to go about and after a period of time, achieve that big, big change that is envisaged by us. So attitude development, attitude building is going to be very critical. To make the progress, one needs not just technical skills, but also soft skills across the entire pipeline. No matter where in the pipeline you fit, you will need to have the right attitude towards life, towards your career, towards your goals, and towards performing in the business so that you achieve unparalleled success. I thank you for your time. I shall be starting tomorrow. You will be getting messages not from my regular mobile number, but from the Thoughtshots number, which is 83692 38760. And the email address is thoughtshots@shahhemant.com. I request you all to please note down these numbers and save it so that you get the messages. Anytime you want to stop receiving these messages or that you find that they are not interesting and they are a waste of time, you can, if it's an email that you want to stop, send stop email in the subject line to thoughtshots@shahhemant.com. And if it's a WhatsApp message that you would like to stop, send a message saying stop WA and to the number that I just mentioned, 83692-38760. If you want to add friends or your own email, you can either email or WhatsApp on the number and email ID mentioned earlier with the details that you would like to add. I thank you for your time, and I hope that from tomorrow, you're going to enjoy this 10 minutes to the best possible use and don't find it a waste of time. Thank you very much.